and the losses, the ups and downs of the season, and I couldn't be happier to have him by my side and kind of go through this. He's a terrific coach, none better in my estimation, and a guy that cares about the kids and cares about the program.
Your old league is moving into NESCAC this year, full time.
Yeah,
You're glad you weren't there for that.
Yeah, long bus rides, but they'll do very well.
Now, social media. Do you talk to your players about Twitter and Facebook and all that?
Yeah.
And do you have rules?
We don't have rules, but we have education. And I think when you put hard and fast rules on things, maybe kids want to do it even more so. But when you see so many people get tripped up by misuse of social media, I think it can be a very powerful thing and a very positive thing, but also at the same time there's great risk. And I think you have to educate your student athletes on the risks that are out there and how you can be portrayed. Sometimes if you're just going to in snippets put things out there, people might not understand you as a full person. They're only going to see what you let them see, and you got to make sure that's filtered.
What are the coaches? How do the coaches use it? You guys use it at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not great at it, but some of my other staff are a little bit better at it than I am.
That's what Jimmy's there for.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Thanks.
Thanks. Nice to see you.
Looking at this season, what do you expect this particular preseason schedule to do to help you prepare for the regular season?
Yeah, well, as you know, we have an unbelievable conference, so we try to challenge ourselves each and every year against the best competition available, and we try to do it with a variety of different styles of play and different regions of play, so that we can learn and get better. We can learn and get better as players and learn and get better as coaches, and all with an eye towards competing at the highest level in our conference, and that's our goal. So we view the preseason as a laboratory for our team, for our staff, and a chance to get better and compete against the best. I think that's the quickest way to find out about yourself is to raise the level of competition and not fool yourself. With habits that may not work against the best competition.
You've been in the Boston market basically close to 20 years.
Yeah.
How does Boston make a bigger dent in college basketball in this area? How frustrating is it that they just fall short as far as fans are concerned, really supporting the sport?
Yeah, I think it's just we happen to be, at times overshadowed by some pretty good franchises. In the Red Sox and the Bruins and the Patriots and the Celtics, and when you look at the combined traditions of those franchises, it's daunting. But college basketball, to me, March Madness might be the most exciting sporting event in the country, and it's just a matter of getting people exposed to it and getting out and catching the game. Once they come to one, they'll come back. That's our job as coaches to really kind of raise the level of awareness within the city of Boston and Massachusetts, and today's been very, very helpful in that regard.
You feel that looking at this particular season, your preseason schedule, you don't play too many New England teams, correct?
Well, we are opening 2 games right here against BU, and then we travel out to Amherst to play UMass. So we start out right there, and quite typically we'll play 2 to 3 other teams in this room today. So exciting times. There's great competition, great rivalries, and if you've ever been to any one of those games, they're hotly contested. By the players, by the coaches, and the fans. So they're exciting events, and I would recommend anybody, if they have opportunity, to go out and take in the fun.
How do you look at the top of your conference this year?
I think the top of our conference, I think the 2 chalk choices will be Drexel and George Mason, 2 terrific programs. But so often at our level, it's the returning players that dictate who gets picked towards the top of the conference. And I think the difference makers are really in the unknown. There's going to be a Rookie of the Year somewhere. There's going to be a transfer eligible. There's going to be somebody that's going to be a difference maker in our conference race, and we're hoping he's on our roster.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, Coach, for the second straight year, you all are opening up with the BU. Really, how important is that to kind of make that a marquee game and making that be a first game? Like,
sure.
How important is that towards this rivalry between these two schools?
Yeah, our thought in scheduling it there is so people can find it in the calendar, so they can plan for it, they can anticipate it. They know that on opening night that BU and Northeastern are going to compete, and whether it's over at our place or right here, we wanted to kind of set that date aside, and I think that was important when we agreed on that with Pat Chambers and his staff. Luckily, Joe Jones and his staff has taken up that same kind of mentality that if we put it in a spot where everybody can anticipate it, it'll help contribute to an already intense rivalry.
And with both BU and Northeastern losing their top players from last season, what are you really kind of anticipating from the game this year at a case on November 11th?
Well, I think for the better part of 100 years, I mean, it didn't matter who was on the roster or who was coaching the teams. This is one of the most hotly contested rivalries in the country. Two schools are been in the same conference, very, very familiar with each other. Our guys play with their guys in the summer, so there really aren't any secrets. But it's a terrific rivalry and one that I think serves the Massachusetts fan base very well.